Sure.
Sure. Are you sure about that?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Well,
Sure.
the word is
sure.
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 The company is sure.
Whatever you say. Can you hear me now?
Sure.
We can hear you.
Sure.
All right. Well, welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 130, being recorded on July 14th, 2020. The Council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit with a little background
Random shit.
and next to no expertise. All
I have not read
CouncilCast,
the articles or even looked at them today, so
so we are definitely qualified to take care of tonight's episode, I'm pretty sure.
Right on track.
I mean, instead of arbitrary decisions, Dave's will be highly informed decisions. Pay special attention to his. Because all of his decisions will be final.
Final.
But anyway, I mean, we'll start off the night with our short podcast, our short list for tonight, minus 2 members from our typical show as they are MIA, maybe lost in a tornado, I don't know. We'll
Or a hurricane.
Or a hurricane. You never know these days. You know, they come out of nowhere. But hey, have you ever wished that you could see more colors than what you can actually see?
Yes.
Well, if you were a hummingbird, you could.
that doesn't help
Really?
me. I am not a hummingbird, so how does that help me?
Prove you're not a hummingbird.
I don't have wings. Here, look, there's my back. No
I
wings.
don't want to see your
I want to
back.
see that.
I don't want to see that. We would have taken your word for it. No, oh my gosh, don't do that. I love this because it says that it's because they drink so much sugar water.
Wait, okay, this I can get behind.
Because it says
If
that
I
it's
drink
because
enough
they
sugar
drink so
water,
much- you too can see things in UV.
excellent.
I mean, that seems
By
to
the
make
way,
sense.
how's the red eye thing going for you?
It has opened up my whole visual spectrum. Now I can see so much better. So I've been staring at that red light for 2 whole weeks.
Can you start drinking sugar water now to add the colors too?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
we go.
Visible light range?
Okay, another 2 weeks of the red light, and now I'll add tons of sugar water.
I can't see how that would go wrong.
There's no, I can't see anything wrong. There's no way that could go wrong.
I wonder how much sugar water you have to drink in order to get this supervision. You think it's a gallon a day?
Well, I don't know.
I think Matt would know.
Well, let's see. How much sugar water would a hummingbird have to drink? And
Per
then,
body weight.
yeah, then what would we have to drink? Probably.
Don't hummingbirds have to consume like 80% of their body weight in food every day? Something ridiculous like that.
It is ridiculous.
Sugar
So apparently
water.
a 3-gram hummingbird drinks 43 grams of sugar water in one day, 14 times its body weight.
Oh my gosh. What?
So how much do you weigh, Brian?
Okay, so 225. So 225 times 14. How much sugar water would I have to drink a day to be able to see in UV?
So that's 1,400. Oh no, that's in kilograms. Sorry, times.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, wrong units.
Mathematician, can you do it faster than Blaine?
3,150 pounds of water.
Man, I don't even need Blaine to tell you that's a lot of sugar water.
Can
I
they
may
condense
just-
this down anyway? Can I?
I
Like,
might just continue staring at the red light. I don't think I could drink that much sugar water. That's a ton.
So that would be equivalent
You might
to
become
about
diabetic for just drinking
300
that much sugar.
377.5 gallons of water per day.
Ugh.
Yeah, you
Do I look
probably
like I
die
drink
from
water?
overhydration before.
yeah, that's
I think the problem is that hummingbirds can just pee while they drink.
I think they just burn calories, and I don't do anything that burns calories. I guarantee
No, it has
it.
nothing to do with burning calories. Hummingbirds don't burn calories.
They do so. They have to beat their wings to just move around. That's crazy. That's why
That
their
is a
wings
lot of
beat so
sugar
fast.
water.
That's all they do is drink sugar water.
Brian's
they're,
probably
they're
got
just going
auto-
nuts.
They're going nuts. They don't even normally fly, but it's all that sugar they're drinking.
So you can only
Wow.
so apparently drinking more than 1 liter of water per hour will kill you.
Yeah, this definitely would not be a good thing to try.
All right, so in 2 weeks we'll see how many gallons of sugar water Brian will have drunk.
Not near enough. How
I
did
do-
they figure this out?
So this was actually, the experiment itself was kind of interesting. I actually did read this one. They basically took, they were looking to see how far, basically hummingbirds can see beyond the normal visual range. And so they said they can apparently see in the ultraviolet range. And so what they did was they took some UV lights and they attached them to feeders, and they basically would place, some feeders out without UV lights and some feeders out with UV lights, and they would swap them around throughout the time period, and and then they would track how many birds go to each one. So basically saying, can they see the light that's being emitted, and is that attracting them to one feeder over the other?
Interesting.
So they proved that they can apparently see in the beyond UV.
In the beyond. That's insane.
That's crazy.
Like that's so wait. Rats don't rats see like they can't see red or green? Isn't that, or do they only see red and green? Is that what it is?
Could be.
So I wonder how could you is there like are there predators that or not predators, are there competitors for food source that
So are you
see-
wondering why do hummingbirds see in UV? Is
No,
there
can
some
we
kind of
ch-
advantage for them to find more
is-
of what they're looking
well,
for if
maybe
they can
not
see in
more
UV?
food, or to find food that's typically in a safe place from predators, right? Because
I think it's just a byproduct of drinking sugar water all day.
Their eyes move so fast because just like their wings, they're moving back and forth that they can actually see.
Yeah, they can only see the
Extra.
tighter wavelengths.
When you start seeing in UV, you know you've consumed too much sugar in a short period of time. Probably little kids that are just hopped up on sugar, they probably see in UV too, but they just can't explain it to you.
It's probably true.
Probably true. I say thumbs up for the hummingbirds.
The one thing that I did find interesting from this is that, did you know that purple and violet are not the same colors, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's because they're different colors than Roy G. Biv in the
Yeah,
rainbow.
and I didn't realize that it's the only non-spectral color that humans see, because it requires the brain to interpret signals from both the red sensitive and blue sensitive cones, instead of just being able to see from one particular cone. I learned something new today.
say that
That's
again.
pretty cool.
The more you know.
That purple requires your brain to interpret signals from both red sensitive and blue sensitive cones in your eyes to see it as a separate color.
Say the part before that.
That it is a non-spectral color, and the only non-spectral color that humans can see.
That's pretty cool. I did not know that.
Why
Thumbs up
didn't
for
I know
science.
that? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
I'll give
didn't you
that.
know that, Logan?
I don't know. That's a non-spectral. Really, it's the only non-spectral color.
Apparently, according to this article.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
And of course we know a lot, so
Well,
Must be
like,
true.
is
All right.
there
I'll believe
must
it.
be true.
the people have a fourth color perception channel, supposedly, that they can see more colors than the average person.
I mean, maybe. I mean, most animals have 4 different types of cones. Humans only have 3. So I guess if you were half human, half creature, you might have 4. You could probably see extra colors. I
Huh.
give it thumbs up for learning something. Go Hummingbirds.
Always.
Indeed.
Uh,
That is interesting.
you know what you? I wonder though if Hummingbirds would still be able to see the Starlink satellites with the new reflectors that SpaceX is launching on their Starlink satellites.
Hmm.
Do you think their
They're
eyesight's that
launching
good?
them, or they've been launched?
So SpaceX is launching a new set of Starlink satellites with a shield basically on the bottom of it that is supposed to help cut down on the reflectivity of the satellites. So one of the biggest complaints a lot of people have with the Starlink in a lot of low Earth orbit satellites, I guess to be honest, is that you can see them very clearly in the sky as they go overhead. And so this is supposed to be, they've got like a bunch of, I'm not exactly clear what it is made out of, but they call them visors that can deploy and fold over across the body of the satellite to cut down on the reflection of the sun so that it's less reflective, so it's harder to see them in the night sky.
Why is that a problem?
Because the more and more satellites you put up there, the more it's gonna pollute the sky. I mean, people like Big Red over here, out here in New York, they can't see shit in the sky anyway, so they don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But
LA.
people like yourself that are out here in bumfuck nowhere, Iowa, can actually see the sky, and they're complaining.
So what are we complaining about in these places where you can see the sky? That there's too many satellites twinkling and flying through the sky?
Yeah.
Darn light
Actually kinda
pollution
cool.
up there in the atmosphere.
They're kind of cool to see, actually.
Well,
I mean,
you
I
might
think it
not.
sets a good precedent because, like, how
Yeah,
many
but you
Starlink
give-
satellites are they gonna end up be up there?
Well, this latest launch is going to take it up to a total of 600 satellites.
Wow.
And they're shooting for, in the initial deployment, 12,000
That's quite a
with
bit.
possible
Oh.
expansion up to 42,000.
Okay. So they want them to not totally dominate the sky at night. Gotcha.
And I'm assuming this is going to be the first of many projects that have, of other companies in the next 50 years, that just launch a shit ton of satellites.
Yeah, I can see that. So the thing that I am a little confused about is why did they come up with these things called sun visors, and why didn't they just paint them black?
Yep. That makes a whole lot of sense.
I mean, I guess somebody needed to spend a lot of money.
Can of Rust-Oleum would have saved them a lot of money.
I mean,
And
they could,
like Vanta Black.
yeah, I was going to
like,
say
what's
they could have
the-
done the Vanta black. Why not?
No, there's a new black.
There's a new black.
Yeah, because the guy who created Vanta Black, you have to buy it and license it from him. So there's another guy that made, I think it was like Black 3.0, and anybody can buy it except for the guy that bought. You have to hit a checkbox when you buy it from the site saying you are not the guy who invented Vanta Black.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness.
Yep.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, something, I forget what the first round was, but something 2.0. He didn't even start with 1. He was like, nope, this is just already better than Vanta Black. Yeah, I mean
and
that
this
stuff's
definitely
painted all the
exists.
satellites.
It definitely exists as a paint because BMW used it on one of their cars.
Right. Yeah,
So
exactly.
just paint the satellites. I think we solved the problem for them.
Yeah, Black 3.0. Anybody can buy it.
I say
Except-
thumbs up for not polluting the sky with too many flying reflective things, and thumbs down for spending too much money on making it happen. They should have just painted it black.
You know, I'm looking at it here. I give it a thumbs down because I can buy Black 3.0 for $21.99 for a 150 milliliter bottle. So, they should have just done that.
Yeah,
They
I
should
agree.
have. Mr. Musk should have consulted the Rolling Stones as well. They could have told him how to paint it black.
Oh, that was good.
Well, you know what you won't need light to be able to see is sign language, maybe? But maybe if you have a glove that does all the translating for you. So this is
What?
there's a high-tech glove that can translate sign language with a 99% accuracy.
Really?
So I thought this was
Don't
pretty
give this
neat.
to high school kids.
So you slip the glove on and then you talk and it moves your fingers for you?
No.
Oh.
No, someone can sign to you and so it's a translator.
Yeah, basically.
So I'm signing to you and then
The
something
reverse.
is saying to you or typing a message to you so that you know what's going on.
Got it.
Yeah. So apparently,
Although the glove doing the signing for you would be very interesting.
Can I get the like? Does it do a text-to-speech type thing?
I don't know.
I think the app does. So it pairs to an app, and if somebody signs something out, then you can listen to it or read it on the app.
Can I get the voice in David Attenborough?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. It does say written or spoken.
That would be fantastic. Like, I could see somebody like writing a paper by signing it out and it being faster than typing it.
Really?
Yeah, I
Typing
think
can
so.
be pretty fast.
It would be pretty cool. I work with people that are deaf and sometimes, and I don't. It's very long and painstaking to communicate. You know, I have to write things or type things or pull up a signing app so that I can see what sign it is, so that I can show them a sign or the 10 or so signs that I know, and it's very rudimentary kind of communication. So I could see that being pretty cool.
Yeah.
Although I'd have to get them to put the glove on and sign the whole thing. So wait, hold on. Wear these.
Hold on. Stop. Start over.
Stop. Wait a minute. Timmy's where? Hold on a minute. Put the gloves on.
I mean,
why didn't you say so?
I do like the idea because I think that it certainly would help people in those situations like that where you're trying to communicate with somebody who can only sign, and would probably be a whole lot easier to do than sitting down and grabbing a piece of paper and writing it out.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So it's a prototype or it's
It is UCLA. A bunch of researchers there apparently created it. But they said that the parts only cost about $50, so I can only imagine that this will probably eventually retail for over $1,000. So,
if the parts only cost $50.
So yeah, just a prototype, but pretty impressive that they can do it with over basically 99% accuracy. That's pretty impressive at real time.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just see
Yeah, it
high
is.
school kids just going around swearing and having the app just swear for them.
Yeah, I can see that. It might be a good way to teach high school students how to use sign language.
Might be.
Yeah.
I'd say thumbs up. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up as well. I think it's pretty neat. It's a good way to learn. I like it.
All our viewers, let us know what you guys think.
all of the nobody's talking in the chat yet. So
every time you like an idea, just give us another thumbs up.
Yeah. Well, you know what you could get a thumbs up for is how often do you look at pictures and you're just like, fucking enhance that. I want to see it better. And
every time.
Enhance. Shut up.
But you watch the shows and they say enhance, and you're like, "There's no way that can possibly happen." Well, now there's a tool that can.
I don't
That's
believe
kind of scary.
It is. So apparently,
That is kinda scary.
researchers have created a tool that can perfectly depixelate faces. perfectly.
I mean, if you
Really?
take that shitty 480 camera, security camera from a parking garage, you're not going to depixelate that.
Oh yeah, you are.
Oh,
With this thing, you
definitely.
are. Yeah,
This thing can
The
do that.
this can
shitty
do it.
480
I mean,
analog.
you may not look like you, but you'll be very clear and sharp, and there'll be a really good image to go off of.
Yep.
That's not me.
Yep. That's where you need to get those on-body personal identification security system. You see them in the sci-fi movies where they like clip on their bodies and they hit the button and then it blurs their face out everywhere they go.
You know, people have watched way too much of this. Enhance and all these things that video can do. Something will happen in our parking lot and at work.
So I'm looking at
there's a
Your finger's like massive.
So I'm looking at some of the images. So this was done by Duke University, and they show a grid of 3 rows of images of the same person, where they have the original, then they downscale it, and then they use their algorithm to fix it. I'm not gonna lie, this is not that good.
Anyway, before whatever that was that got in front of the screen, people always want me to they say just pull up video. Oh, just pull up video. I mean, I don't have the cameras like they do on movies that give you the perfect shot of the perfect angle of whoever it is that did whatever they thought they did to their car. You just can't do that. It's not the same. Now with the
sure, I'll
software,
pull up footage. How about you go sit and watch it for the next 8 hours and see if you can tell what little gray blobs did what?
That's right. I say yes. About 10:30 last night, a blob went towards the 8 cars that were parked generally in the same place yours was, and I don't know what happened. Well, I thought we had cameras. We have one, and it points in a general direction of all those cars.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I don't know. I think that they are overstating the ability of their program. I mean, I'm looking at this one. This dude's mouth is completely different. So
Yeah.
Good luck next time.
Yeah, it is.
I guess.
Kind of gross.
It's kind of weird. Not gonna lie. I mean, in this picture, it closes his mouth. It goes from a mouth open to a mouth closed. Mouth open, mouth closed. Thumbs down.
Flog the technology, guys. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down for Duke.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down for
Thumbs
Duke.
down for Duke.
Duke.
I'll give you a thumbs down for Duke as well, man.
Is Duke consider themselves an Ivy League school?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I don't think so.
That could have been a topic for a whole other day.
Well, if you wanted to go to battle with them, you could turn your riding lawnmower into a tank. And
Okay, I'm giving this thumbs up.
Yeah, this.
I haven't even read the article. Lawnmower tank gives thumbs up.
You got to watch the video. It's hilarious.
I mean, you just need to watch the GIF on the article. I mean, this guy made a freaking awesome tank.
Like,
He
is
did a
this
good
a
job.
rider or a push mower with?
It's a riding.
Now,
mower.
is it just
riding
it's
lawnmower.
a tank and it'll go through anything, or is it actually loaded up with shells and?
It's definitely just a body on the top of a lawnmower.
It's made out of wood.
So nothing that gets. We need to add some potato guns to this.
So you're saying an RPG would probably go through it?
Likely.
It would blow it up and it would burn it to the ground.
Would
Okay,
definitely.
so not tank-like. Visually tank-like, but not actual tanky.
I mean, it does show him driving through a fence, so I mean, it has to have some rigidity to it.
It's
I don't
plywood.
I can go out to what type of fence?
Like a wooden fence.
Picket fence.
No, it's more like I don't know, like a standard farm fence.
I've seen some pretty shitty farm fences, so
Well, this also looks like a pretty shitty farm fence. I mean,
You
so
could probably walk through some of them.
yeah. I mean, the only thing is like I'm not sure about you, but generally when I'm mowing the lawn, it's pretty hot outside. Like I don't know if I really want to sit inside of something while I'm mowing the lawn.
Unless it's air conditioned.
I don't think this is. Tanks generally aren't.
I'm still giving it thumbs up for tank mower.
Yeah, he just built it out of 2x4s
And plywood.
and plywood.
I mean, I think this would be pretty fun to drive around in your yard, and your neighbors would be like, "What the? What is he doing?"
Yeah, you can see the homeowners association going, you're not allowed to keep your lawn looking nice with a tank.
I can definitely see that.
I can't see that in anyone's homeowners association bylaws, so they probably got away with it for a while.
Tell me, where does it say I can't? I do see this limiting your ability to really use your lawnmower effectively, though.
You need a big yard. Yes, and it's just a piece of PVC pipe coming out as the turret, so it would be nice if it were a potato gun. That would be an extra nice touch. Click.
My coworker's been looking for a way to acoustically isolate his lawnmower while he's riding around in the back. This tank may be just the option he's looking for.
That's not a bad idea. I hope that he built in an exhaust.
COVID-19 is what he called it.
Oh my God.
COVID-19.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Well, it's hilarious. That's how bored he was at home, having nothing to do. He made his lawnmower into a tank. Though watching the video, how he made the tread is pretty cool.
I'm pretty intrigued by that. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I give the guy a thumbs up for ingenuity. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Good way to go.
Thumbs up, buddy. COVID-19, love it. Tank.
Well, if you do have a tank, you might need to use it to fight giant robots, because apparently this is just crazy. There's going to be a life-size Gundam statue built for the first time outside of Japan in Shanghai.
Wait, the first life-size Gundam statue is not being built in Japan.
Where is it being built?
Isn't that being Korea?
Shanghai?
Shanghai is in China.
Yeah. That's why I'm confused as to why the first Gundam is not in Japan.
You're confused as to why they're not? Or why?
Yeah, like all the anime is Japan.
Well, that's the whole point. So I think there's Gundam statues in Japan today, but this is the first one being built outside of Japan.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Why? What's the point?
I don't know. Just seemed like a crazy thing to do. Somebody with too much money, I think.
Too much time on their hands due to COVID-19, right? That's it.
I mean, apparently, so Bandai Namco is going to be doing it, which just doesn't make any sense to me. 59 feet tall, at the La Laporte Mall in Qingdao, Shanghai, China, sometime in 2021.
Are they releasing a game or something?
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh, I was watching Mystery Science Theater today, and they were watching some Godzilla movie. Oh, I was dying laughing. Hilarious.
Were there Gundams in it?
I don't know.
I wonder if they could use their Gundam to fight other Gundams. Like, maybe each country can just get one, and they can all go to battle once a year for whoever's, like, I don't know, king of the earth for the year.
It's a good idea.
Makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure what to... It's definitely a weird thing to do, but I'm going to have to go with a thumbs down on this one. I just don't understand.
Then you obviously didn't write Gundam Fanfiction when you were in middle school.
No, I did not.
Are we learning something new this week?
We now know Logan's pastime.
I wrote a lot of Gundam fan fiction when I was in middle school. A lot of it. In fact, I sketched and designed Gundams. I was a
Brian, are you
Gundam
learning
designer.
something new about your son today?
You know, the whole thing sounds unnecessary. I'm going to give it all thumbs down. The whole culture of whatever you're talking about, a thumbs down. I
does
don't
it
care
feel?
how big the statue is, or that there is a statue, or that people write about it when they're in junior high. Thumbs down.
How does it feel knowing that your childhood passions just got thumbs downed?
It happens every day. It doesn't really affect me anymore.
Every day.
Oh man.
Every
no,
day.
this was an exciting piece. It was like it's still alive. I chose not to chase Pokemon and spend all my time with Gundam, and it's still alive.
So is Pokemon.
Well, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I wanted to go a little off mainstream there, you know?
Oh, so you were a hipster back then too.
Yeah, duh.
Oh well, that's I guess that's something.
I stapled them together, man. I made like full comic books in my college rule notebooks that were it was some in-depth stuff.
You have any of those still?
No.
That's too bad.
Yeah. I don't know actually where they ended up.
Well, I never saw them, so
I think I came
You
to
threw
a
'em
point
away.
after we moved.
I did not.
Yeah, I think we were moving to Red Oak, and I was like, this is a new school. This is gonna be in this. I can't be the nerd writing Gundam fan fiction. I probably threw it away.
Oh my goodness.
You weren't like, oh, there's so many more people I can show this to.
Oh no. Nope. That is never the way to enter a community. You must come in as a blank slate.
You must come
If you
in as a
bring your
blank
own
slate.
ideas, if you bring your own ideas, you might be burned at the stake.
You must come in as, all right, so what do I need to be to get along with all of you people? Oh, is that what we're doing here? All right.
Axe murdering and meth? All right, great.
Well, you know how I voted.
Oh. Yeah,
I don't
I
think
was
this is
never a
worth.
Gundam
See,
fan,
now
so
you titled Blaine. You titled this stuff cool, weird shit. I don't think that this qualifies as either cool or weird. It's just unnecessary.
it's
I
just.
want you to know that.
I expected you to just say this is just shit.
You should. Well, yes, that is exactly what it is. Cool, weird, unnecessary. You need another slash and the word unnecessary.
All right, we'll have to add that next week.
Next week, okay.
Well, that's. I think we're just gonna move on to our Elon Musk pitches for this week then. And I do have an excellent one because I remember last week I had one and I couldn't remember what it was, but I do remember what it is this week. So, you guys, does anyone like onion rings?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, what's your least favorite thing about eating an onion ring?
If they're like hand cut and batter fried at one of those restaurants, and you bite into it, and you get the whole onion to just pull out, and then you've just got onion, and then you've got the stuff in your hand. You're like, this is not what I wanted. I wanted onion with every bite.
Exactly. So, I think that Mr. Musk should come up with a special onion cutter for onion rings so that it, like, basically if you imagine your ring and it, like, perforates the edges at multiple spots along the OD of the onion ring, so when you bite into it, it just tears right off, and you get the
I like that.
perfect amount of onion with the perfect amount of batter.
Perforated onions, nice. That's
I
clever.
usually though
Thumbs up.
grab and pinch the onion and slip it out of the breadcrumbs and get all of the onions out, and then I put them on my burger, and then I
No.
just eat the breadcrumbs on the side like fries.
No. You get frustrated with the process, so you just shove the whole thing in your mouth and then chew it, going because it's too dang hot.
It's too dang hot. Yeah. If you pull it all out, you get all this onion and it's hanging out like all over your chin, and you're just like,
Yeah.
You guys learned
And you
something about
stuff it
me.
all in.
I'm learning
So
that
then you eat the
Brian and
next
Blaine
one
have a
too
lot in
fast and
common.
you burn your tongue. That's a good idea.
So it's I don't know what he can figure it out. I don't know how he's gonna cut it, but I think it should be you should just be able to start with like a whole onion, and it's one thing. You put it in it, you like slap chop it, and you just instantly throw it into your fryer. Perfect
All right.
onion.
Like it.
All right.
That's my pitch. I guess I got a thumbs up from Brian over there. So
Yeah, I like that.
that's all I need.
I'm going to piggyback off of the sign language thing, and instead of, and I'm going to piggyback off of, I think it was Logan that said, or maybe, I don't know which one you guys said, does it make you sign? Who said that?
I don't know.
I
That
don't
would
know.
be your
So
very
I want a
intelligent
sign
son.
language jacket. Because sign language, you have to move your arms and your hands and everything. So I want a sign language jacket. You put it on, zip it up, it connects to your phone or whatever, and then it just moves you around and you just sign to people.
So it makes you do the signing.
Yeah, so
doesn't
you take your
translate?
phone
Okay.
or you have your phone or something and you just say, how's
Well,
it
it
going
could
today?
go both
And then all of a
ways.
sudden your arms are going up and your fingers are flying, spelling stuff and moving all around and you're just having a conversation. That's what I want.
It could go both ways, right? They could put on the jacket and sign, and it translate it out as
Now,
like.
I want to be able to
audio.
communicate with someone, so
But,
maybe the
but
phone
you could also
interprets
put it on and just say, flip the switch. It works both ways.
How?
So, but can also translate.
Now that's not our problem.
Oh, I need two jackets, one for you and one for me. Right? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just like the deaf person happens to have the jacket already. Then when they sign, you just hear the audio. But
when I buy these jackets, I want them in a pair, and I want them to fit universally. So yeah, that's
must
perfect.
be sold in pairs.
Must be
with
sold
universal
in
fit.
pairs.
I also
Nice.
think that it could have like a speaker built into it, so that when you are doing the talking part and it's translating, it's like yelling at an incredibly loud volume at whoever you're signing to.
The next story for the hearing impaired. That's so funny.
oh,
I give it a thumbs up. I like the idea.
So
I think it'll work. What do you got?
I started a new job, got the new laptop, and first thing I noticed when using the internet on my new laptop is that the internet does in fact still have ads. So I would like Mr. Musk to eliminate all ads on the internet, because that shit is fucking annoying.
I like that idea. That is, it is kind of weird when you log into a browser that you don't have all your ad blocks on.
My pie hole and my ad block is like, if I am on a different machine, I just almost have a brain aneurysm.
See, you know what they could do is they could say the internet's going to cost you X if you don't want ads. It's going to cost you more.
They tried that with cable TV at one point.
They did?
And guess what? It was
They just
introduced
added ads
as
anyway.
TV with no ads. And guess what? It's got ads. And then Hulu started off as here's ad-based TV for free, just a
And then
day
they-
late. And now it's
man.
only the last 6 episodes, and you can pay for the other ones, and most of it's ad-free. But the other good stuff still has ads. So you're still paying to be advertised at. Like, there's always untapped money that some greedy fucking asshole is going to go after. And deliver ads to you as much as possible.
That's why Hulu went from $5.99 to $14.99.
It did?
Yeah, Netflix went from $7.99 now to $15.99.
Unless
For
you
the
only have
same-
one screen, then it's still cheaper.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
It's
think they
still
still have
like-
a
Oh yeah,
like
It's
$6
still like-
a month.
they do.
It's
Yep.
8 or 9 now, but
It could be.
I think the 15 also includes 4K
probably. Who needs 4K?
or
Who needs 4K?
HD or whatever.
No,
Good
it's
grief.
still yeah, $6 a month for regular Hulu. No ads is 12, with live TV 55, and live TV with no ads, which is kind of weird.
How do you do
60.
live TV with no ads?
I think the no ads is just on the
The DVR
yeah,
stuff?
right.
Yeah, live TV, no ads. What?
Great.
Yeah, definitely I give this one a 2 thumbs up. I'd be okay if he eliminated ads from the internet. That would be fantastic. Just do it.
Agreed. Thumbs up. No ads.
All right, Logan, you got anything for us tonight?
Yeah, I want Elon Musk to make a last week I wanted him to give me a wireless transmit receive kit that would go all the way to outer space, right?
Yeah, that
Now,
was sold
Yeah.
in pairs. Or
That was
you
sold
bought
in
the
pairs.
No, the receivers and the transmitters were sold separately, one in packs of 8, one in packs of 10.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Yes, exactly.
This was 2 weeks ago
Now-
too, by the way. So
Oh, that was 2 weeks ago?
yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I would like a collection unit. So right, you've got your transmitter and your receiver. Well, the receiver's got to get plugged into something. So I would like a receiver, like a single RU receiver that does all the post processing, records, and then sends to a single controllable output. So you can say which microphone is going to the output at any given time through a side program. And I would like there to be 12 channels on the board.
Okay.
Why?
Well, because they're 8, 10, and 12.
Where did the 12 come from? I just know about 8 and 10.
He's
Yeah.
just adding 2 more for the hell of it.
Oh, then thumbs up.
So I let me see if I got this captured correctly. A single RU receiver that can record and send audio to a single output with 12 channels.
Yep.
Okay.
That only works with
With the
the
things
outer
from before.
space transmitter
Okay.
receiver.
Do you have to buy the cable separately that goes from the receiver to the
Yes, the
unit?
cable from the the receiver just gets plugged into the unit.
Cables are all purchased
Clunk.
separately. Gotcha.
with proprietary connections and some assembly required?
5-pin XLR, and you must solder them yourself.
Why do you want line balance? Just
I mean, I don't know. I
Why
mean, if you
not?
want to make it digital, make it digital. Whatever. That's fine.
Just
I don't
solder it
care.
differently. I don't care.
Just solder. Yeah, I don't care. Just,
The-
it just depends on how you want to.
the cables
If
that
you
they
want to
give
cross your third and your fifth, then you can make it digital. That's fine.
Just turn it
They-
upside down and it'll be good.
instead of buying cables, they just send you a roll of Cat 6 with a bunch of caps that you have to plug in you build and make yourself.
Then the one cable that goes from the processing unit, it's not a receiver, it's a processing unit that the receivers
Sorry.
plug into. So it's a processing unit, and the cable from the processing unit is proprietary connections either end that require an adapter to convert to USB on either end.
Wait, is this made by Apple?
Yes.
I just put actually,
I mean, actually,
might
I
be
don't
more
care
of
if
a
it makes
build-it-yourself kit. Got it. Okay.
Well, they'll send you all the right parts at least, right?
Yeah, everything will be in the box. You can figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Like Lego.
Game.
All right. I have no
I guess
use
it would
for
be
this,
sold at IKEA then.
so I give it a thumbs down.
I have no use for this.
Come
I give it a thumbs down.
on.
I see it as being a fun weekend project that I start in the garage and never gets finished.
What's this? What's this, Grandpa? A receiver kit that can pick up microphone transmissions from outer space. Yeah, okay, Grandpa.
Makes sense.
Rick
And it
and
never
Morty.
gets finished. You pass it on to your kids pass it on to their kids. It just never gets built.
Yep,
It's the gift that keeps giving.
that's right. Passed on in the will.
All right. Well, I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and call this council meeting adjourned. We thank everybody for listening. We do record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube. But if you missed us and you can't figure out what time we do go live, you can check out all of our past episodes on councilcast.org or iTunes, or just check us out on your favorite podcatcher. If you do have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at councilcast@gmail.com or connect with us on Twitter at RealCouncilCast. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.